This is US Africa International Business Profile, US Africa Television, Class Magazine, and Nigeria 360. My name is Chido Nwangwu, and I have as our special guest today none other person than Sir Chris Nkwonta, CEO of Liquid Bulk and Blue Seas Marine Group. Sir Chris, it's nice to have you today.
Thank you.
Tell us about Liquid Bulk. What is unique about Liquid Bulk?
Well, Liquid Bulk is an oil and gas company which was set up in 2009, if I remember correctly. And the idea was for the company to be part of the players in the downstream sector of the oil and gas sector of the economy, to create jobs, to create wealth, and also to be part of the process of enhancing the distribution of petroleum products within the country. We've just completed an ultra-modern tank farm in Port Harcourt. This tank farm was designed to hold about 107 million liters of products, all products combined. And we are looking at commencing operations by the second quarter of this year.
In terms of scalability and size, what are we talking about?
This project is quite big. It's quite big. Like I said earlier on, we can hold about 107 million liters of products. That would translate to slightly over 50,000 metric tons of products. And what that tells you is that if we bring in a medium range of vessel, we can conveniently take about 30,000 metric tons of PMS into two of the tanks we have there. And then the other two tanks can hold about 15 million liters each. And those two tanks are mainly for AGU and DBK. So it's quite big. I think this tank farm will rank as the second largest tank farm south of Nigeria. I think it will rank after Masters Energy, in terms of capacity, in terms of size. The good thing about this project is that we brought in a whole lot of innovative ideas, modern technologies, so that in 15 minutes we're able to load a truck of 33,000 liters of products.
In 15 minutes?
In 15 minutes we're able to achieve that. So this is quite impressive. Unlike other tank farms where you will spend as much as 30 minutes just to load one truck.
So in terms of efficiency, what other efficiency options did you build into it?
One of the things, in terms of, if you are talking about efficiency, maybe, I don't know if you're referring to efficiency in terms of cost, the competitive edge that we have over other clients. This project essentially was financed in-house. We actually raised the funds from within. And that puts us in a position to actually determine what should be the market price. Because here, we may not be factoring the cost of funds. Unlike other tank farms where, majority of the funds that were put into the project came from banks. So as you're trying to determine what price you are going to sell, you have to factor in the cost of funds. But in our own case, we have a scenario where we're able to play around with the numbers, as long as we're able to break even and then make some profit. The other point I also want to make here is that Liquid Bulk has a dedicated jetty. And what that means is that there won't be any demurrage. Once a vessel comes in, we lighter her, maybe to about 8 meters draft. The vessel comes straight to the jetty to discharge and sell.
Where is your jetty?
The jetty is right behind the tank farm. It's a room Olumeni, close to, I don't know if you know where we have an NS Pathfinder in Port Harcourt. Mm-hmm. It's right behind an NS Pathfinder. That's where the jetty is located. And it's solely for Liquid Bulk.
In terms of an issue that has been of interest to you, empowering the youth and giving employment to them, what level of expectations should professionally trained Nigerians look forward to in terms of job opportunities? Yeah,
you see, as a good corporate citizen, one of one of the corporate social responsibilities that we have is to work with the host communities, create employment for the youths, ensuring that the community benefits from the activities that the company will generate. Recently, we started reconstructing some roads for the community, even though we are still at the stage of, constructing the tank farm. But we obliged them to do part of the roads because when we came in, we observed that the roads were in such a deplorable condition. And it is in our own interest too that the roads are put in good shape. So we really will be, working with the host community, creating employment, giving training, and being part of that community as a whole.
Overall, regarding the issue of indigenizing, having more local content, as it is called in Nigeria, where do you see liquid bulk in this equation?
Liquid bulk is solely owned by us. It's all about Nigerians. We don't have any foreign influence, any foreign involvement in the project. And what that means is that liquid bulk is ready to be a player to take advantage of the abundant opportunities in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria, especially in regard to the local content. We see ourselves maybe in the next few months being active players, even in the upstream sector of the oil and gas economy. That's what where our focus is going to shift to once the liquid bulk project takes off very, very soon.
On the issue of services, what are the main services of liquid bulk outside what you've mentioned, like haulage?
Well, liquid bulk essentially owns a tank farm, and the whole idea is that we buy products from all over the world, put into our storage, dispense from the storage to the gantry, to the trucks, and then distribute. So essentially, liquid bulk will be in the business of buying products, storing products, and selling those products to bulk buyers and also to individual buyers. In the time to come, liquid bulk is also looking at getting involved in the establishing retail outlets. What I mean is owning filling stations where we are able to take our products into and then sell direct to the publics
at a competitive price.
Of course.
The other issue I want to ask you is regarding your clients. They include such companies as ExxonMobil, DAX, Masters Energy. Tell us about the profile of some of those who have done business with you. Are they satisfied? Do they have concerns?
No. Let me correct this. The point you just made. Apart from liquid bulk, I'm also the managing director of Blue Seas Maritime, and it is this company that is actually handling vessels at ExxonMobil.
Okay.
Liquid bulk essentially is going to be in competition with companies like Masters Energy because we are in a similar kind of business. Well, liquid bulk is yet to take off. So we are not able now to. I'm not in a position to say, okay,
these are your clients.
These are our clients. They are satisfied or they are not. But if you want to use the Blue Seas Maritime as the basis for answering this question, I can say to you clearly that that company has done well. The company was established in 2003. That's roughly about 10 years now, slightly over 10 years. And I can tell you that the company ranks amongst the first 3 major players in the industry, in the agency business, in terms of volume of business that we do. Only last year, we handled on the average of 20 vessels every month. That translates to about 240 vessels. Now, check out the records of other shipping companies. And what has brought this about is the level of professionalism, the quality of service, the empathy, and all that we, put into the business.
Finally, I will ask you about your hobbies beyond making money and managing vessels and liquid materials. What else do you do?
More or less an indoor person. I like reading, I like watching television, and I like playing with my kids, no matter how old they are. It's something I enjoy so much. I'm not so much of an outdoor person. I like having my phone within my environment, just like I've mentioned to you. Read, watch televisions, and then play with my kids whenever they're back from school.
The other issue I want to ask you about regards your mentors. Do you have mentors that help shape your outlook?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. That's a very good question. I have, if you like, role models.
Yes.
One of those I have admired in this industry. In fact, I've always said to the gentleman that whenever I grow up, I like to be like him. Is Captain Emmanuel Ihanacho. This is a man who started from nowhere and was able to build himself, take himself to the level where he is now. He also is in the downstream sector of the oil and gas industry in Nigeria. So he's one of those that I've always looked up to say, I would like to be like this man. He is my role model.
Tell me, what do you think about the president of Nigeria in terms of leadership of the country?
Well, I'm sure you understand that Nigeria is quite a very diverse and complex country. Mm-hmm. And that if I were to assess the president, I would say without any fear of contradiction that this gentleman has done well for the country. I don't know if you're aware that it is during his tenure that the railways are back in operations. I don't know if you recall that it is also during his tenure that our airports have started looking like airports, through the modernization and remodeling of the airports. I don't know if you also know that during his tenure, a whole lot of jobs are being created. So clearly he has done well. But nation building, developing a country is not a 4-year, 8 years affair. It's an ongoing process. And my prayer is that he comes back in 2015 and continue with the good work that he's been doing.
There are some persons who are dead, some of them are alive, I'll mention. Nelson Mandela. Your thoughts?
Well, Nelson Mandela he was an icon. He's an exemplary man, a man that gave his life, gave everything that he had for his country. A man that in terms of wealth, we wouldn't say was a rich man. But in terms of goodwill, he was a very rich man. And may his soul rest in peace.
Do you have any philosophy that guides you, any quote?
Well,
any special
for me, I believe that as human beings, we should take it one day at a time and trust and believe that God is the ultimate giver of everything in life, and that in the end, hard work pays.
Would you, in 2 minutes, tell us about your background?
Background. Well, my name is Nkwonta. I come from Akwete. I was born on 3rd of November 1960. I'm married. I have 7 lovely children, 4 boys and 3 girls. My wife is currently in London, where she's studying law. Throughout my life, I worked for companies, and then at a point in 2003, I made a decision to start my own business, and that was when I set up Blue Seas Maritime. And from that company, we have been able to set up other businesses, other companies like Liquid Bulk, like Southern Star Hotels in Port Harcourt, like Fenders and Hostess and Fleet Coordinators. I had my education in London. I actually read marine transportation. Came back in 1983, I remember. I did my youth service in 1984. And then started from the first rung of the ladder, and then got to where I am today now.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice seeing you in Houston.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thanks.
Thank you.